I've been playing since I was 10 years old. Took a couple years guitar lessons, but I never really had a whole lot of time to really practice or keep up with it that much. Now I'm in 2 new bands, thrash band from Sacramento called Sentinel Beast. Stuff's really good, so I'm quite busy doing that stuff.
I kind of grew up with music, you know, imprinted in me right away. My father's toured around the world and he's played with all kinds of big names. I've been playing guitar since 1988, 89 when I kind of first learned my first riffs. Right now, I mean, I'm playing in a band with Paul Bostaph from Slayer and Testament, and my longtime band, Vending Machine, we're doing pretty good.
I've been playing classical instruments for like 8 years, but I've only really started growling for about a year and a half now, maybe 2. So just starting to get up there.
I actually started this almost a year ago in November. It was in November of 2008. The whole idea of the video started out as like a Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome type of look, and I definitely didn't have the budget for that. That would have cost thousands of dollars more.
When I first heard Justin was making a video, I got really excited. As I watched the whole thing come together along the way, I watched it fall apart a couple times, and I watched it rise from the ashes like a phoenix.
I was excited through the whole thing, to be honest, but
Until you became the set bitch.
until shut up. I was kind of the assistant of the whole ordeal / extra. I've never like really seen a music video come together before, and it was a lot of fun.
Well, I had previously done a lot of music videos and productions, but I had never been a grip before in these productions, so it was a little bit different for me, actually having to take orders as opposed to giving them out.
I pushed the play button and the pause button, and I was caught on camera a couple times.
Every shot, man.
So, you know, I've always just wanted to do this just for the experience. I've always wanted to do a music video. Funded this all myself. I was in school full time. At nighttime I would have some meetings with the director and the assistant producer. We would go over things and come up with plans and figure out, you know, with all the budget. I probably went through 2 sets of people to work on this and get this thing done, and everybody just kept flaking out, and it just kept taking longer and longer. And then I finally found a group of people that really stuck with it and, you know, wanted to do this.
For my part, Justin had asked me about this whole thing like a year and a half before the video he shot was even done, and I share a studio with him, so I was like, I'll help him out, you know. Finally one day it's like, okay, here's the video.
It was really cool working with everybody. Like, I was one of the people that just joined like near the very end. I didn't really get to meet everybody until like the day of the video. Like, I'd been working with Justin the entire time, but up until the video shoot, I didn't know anybody else that was participating.
Yeah, I never really even got to meet Justin until about 2 days before the actual filming of the music video.
He was walking around, I didn't even know he was the singer guy for like an hour. Yeah. Like, oh, he's the dude. Cool, alright.
I don't think any of us knew each other until like that last point.
People that just showed up that day, I didn't know who they were. Either like, who are you?
Luis.
What
Yeah.
do you do?
Luis. Yeah, Luis. Yeah, he was cool. He handled it good.
Yeah, I found the bass player the day before the shoot. So he learned the song overnight and showed up.
The crew really worked well together.
Yeah, I got to meet a lot of cool people too. Between the fire dancers and the band themselves.
Fire dancers were sick.
Yeah.
I like the fire dancing people.
Fire performers were great. You'll see Leticia who doing the poi with fire on the end of the chain. She was swinging around. Patricia did a really good job at spitting the fire. So we have that in a couple of the parts. Ulises had the staff. So we found a couple really good parts that really look good with certain parts of the songs that he did. The set designer, Marc, he did a really good job at taking what we had
When I first saw the set, I was like, oh man, this place is tiny, cramped, and it's not going to work well. I actually think it worked out to their advantage.
Yeah, all the different shadows makes it look a lot more hardcore.
Yeah, it made it give it that whole post-apocalypse kind of feel.
Yeah.
Fairly cheap for what he did. So I would definitely recommend him to anybody to, you know, work on their sets. Our director, David Bowsky, he did a good job. I think this was his first time being a director. I believe he's done assistant directing before. He pulled things together. You know, he did a lot of work, and he kept the night going. We were on schedule all night long. You know, he made it happen.
I actually have to say that Garrett did go above and beyond what he really needed to do. He stuck in there, and you know, I don't think he's ever been a production assistant before, and like, that's a really hard, important job.
I was still impressed with what, you know, professionalism. It was the camera crew, and they were on the ball, and it was cool.
Justin was pretty sick about this entire production. He went through a lot of shit to get to this point, but it turned out really well.
And of course, the owner of the rehearsal space that I practice at, Embark, he let me use the back of the rehearsal space to shoot the video, so there was no cost for location. It really did come together quite well, and it was very cool, you know, showing up on the day of the shoot, just watching everybody work. You know, everybody had their own little job to do.
On the day of the video, it was one of the best days that I spent at the studio. While the video was being shot, I was able to go back in and play drums and come out while the video was shooting, and there was all this really killer energy. The energy was so good.
I don't know, it was interesting. I learned as a grip you should always bring gloves. You should try lifting some of those lights after you've been on for 12 hours. You feel your skin sticking to them.
You know, they had the snacks and the food and stuff. I don't know. You paid for all that?
I paid for it.
Yeah.
Thanks. My project.
Yeah. No, it was cool. It was cool to be a part of it.
You need some kind of incentive to get people to show up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And there will be food.
People were cool with me drinking beer in between shots, which is rad. Thank you.
What was pretty cool was at the end of the shoot, just setting everything on fire.
Yeah. Just anything extra, all the oil,
all the oil, the
rope, and everything, just setting it ablaze.
Oh, I love doing fire safety.
Kind of audition for that though.
Oh yeah, it was. It's always great when your fire cloth catches fire.
Yeah.
The Red Bull at like 4 in the morning.
Nice.
And then we had to clean it up, and I didn't like that part.
Waking up the next day, that sucked.
After we shot everything, I had to edit it myself. Yeah, I learned Final Cut Pro in a couple hours and tried to put everything together myself. You know, I really tried to go off of what I've seen in other music videos, and you know, naturally you want to have the video going along with the music, and you want certain, you know, drum parts to be seen, you know, different accents and just like certain expressions on the guitar player's face or the singer's face, and to really highlight certain moments of a song, and that's what I really tried to do.
It was long. Never done anything that way like that before, so I guess that's how those kind of things go. It took a long time, a lot of production involved. It was cool. It was much more than I imagined it was going to be. It was cool.
Definitely was a lot of work. I had to take on the role of the executive producer and do everything myself, something I'd never done before, so it was a great learning experience. So I know exactly what to do next time that I get involved with something like this.
It was a good experience. The first couple times we were just recording, and then we finally got the video working, and it was really long, but it was good. It was a good experience.
It all worked out great. Everybody worked hard. So, very happy.